It's that time to get fired up because it's Fitness Friday and we've got a routine that will put you back on track. I want to welcome back fitness expert Cameron Trickey to the show from Point Loma Sports Club. Welcome back to Prime Time.
Pleasure being here, Taylor. Okay. Thank you very much.
Well, we were having a little bit of fun here during the break. You were showing me around. Now tell the viewers what you have here.
Well, always trying to keep you guys on your toes with new exercises, new cutting edge breakthrough exercises which are going to keep you on your toes but keep you fitter, leaner, stronger, and just feel better about yourself, right? That's what it's all about. Absolutely. Yeah. So let's show us. Let's see what you got. Okay, so the first one's the Exciser. This is a small, very compact stepper. It's you'd be very surprised at how many exercises you can accomplish on this. But the results are fantastic, especially for the core and your stability and your functional movement, which is everyday stuff. Our living, what we do, what we pick up, carry, things like that. We've got to be functionally strong from day to day.
And that prevents injuries as well.
It does prevent injuries.
Core is strong.
Especially
and you look lean like the V.
Oh, thank you.
That's nice. Okay.
Thanks. We're trying every day, aren't we? So the first one is simply just standing on the stepper. Now, it looks kind of simple, but it's recruiting a lot of stabilizer muscles, okay? Which are very important. So we're not just relying on the major knee joints, the hip joints, the chest joints, shoulder joints, because you can do an overall body workout on this.
And I love that you don't have any rails to hold on, because you see people at the gym using the steppers, they're usually holding onto the rail.
Yeah.
And they're putting their body, they're cheating because they're like getting rid of their weight by holding onto the rails.
Exactly.
So they're putting all their weight. Now this, you don't have an option to do that.
But this is used for beginners or advanced. And then you can start incorporating other exercises which are recruiting the core muscles. Okay. So for example, this is working the obliques and the transverse abdominis and the lower abs. Then we can go into an exercise here which is specifically working on the obliques, where we're rolling and transferring the weight onto the side muscles, the love handles that we all want to try and work on, especially just after Christmas, coming into the summer months.
Can you increase the tension on that stepper?
You can increase the tension, make the resistance a little more difficult, but then we can do some other fairly unique exercises which are going to work the buns. We want that apple, not apple sauce, right?
I knew you were going to say that, your favorite thing to say, apples not applesauce.
Yeah, or
how
peach,
about hot
not
buns?
peach cobbler. And now we're working the hamstrings and calf muscles. Okay. So from here,
Cameron, it's a good thing you got long shorts on over there, just saying.
Thank you. And then the other devices we have here is the kettlebell that looks a little bit like a dumbbell, but these originated back in Russia, and this has become very, very popular recently. They become quite unstable because you're holding them in an unstable position. Okay. But it's recruiting a lot of stabilizer muscles and really developing the core, functional strength, muscular endurance, and a strong core. So
show us a proper movement and some of the exercises you would do with that.
Okay, so one of them would be right here. It's important to keep your eye on the kettlebell.
So you don't knock out your teeth?
Point the hip out and drive down and come back into a strong, stable position. So believe it or not, it's really working the lower back and also all through the lower abdominal region, okay? Another one would be swinging, right here like this.
I see people do that at the gym. What does that do?
Working the, all through the abdominal region as well and the hips, okay? We're getting a squat in here as well.
I see your delts and your triceps working.
Along with the delts as well. Yeah. So a very powerful exercise, used in professional sports as well. And once again, incorporating a lot of the body, an overall body workout. Then you can simply just do your curls. But this is something that we typically do with dumbbells. So what we do with these, we make them a little more difficult, okay? And then we can start swinging them in all different directions that you don't do with a dumbbell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show us.
So we can go into different positions like a Turkish get-up. I won't do it with a weight right now, but we can get down in this position here and hold the weight above, okay? And then we come up into this position, and then we'll stand up and hold the weight above our head, okay? That's a movement which is a very powerful movement, and that's incorporating all the lower abdominal region as well.
Got it.
So you can obviously go up in weight. And then you would do more of a dynamic movement where you would be holding the weights and then getting into a stepping position like this, okay? Or then putting them above your head like this and doing a military style press.
You have to be very coordinated. Do not chew gum at the same time, folks. You will lose your teeth.
So that's just, you know, touching on the surface with some of the exercises you can do with the kettlebell and the exerciser machine. And then you can elaborate on that and make it even more demanding on yourself. But it's something that you want to start out with, you know, with a trainer. Make sure you're in the right posture and correct technique before you're doing these exercises, because it can cause some lower back problems, shoulder problems, because you are in vulnerable positions where you're holding the weight and performing the exercises.
So important.
It's really important. So you always want to remember to turn on and activate the tummy, the core, the glutes, keep the hips forward. That's a safe position. And the tip for the elderly, when they're coming down off the ground, if they're picking things up, not to come up like this, but really come out of a position from the knees onto one knee, one foot, and then press up like this. So we're lifting through the core, okay? It's a safe position and it'll prevent some falling as well.
And you know, Cameron, we have a big aging expo, Aging Successfully expo going on the UT. And it's really important. Build your core strong now so you age gracefully, so you have good quality of life later on in your later years. Very important.
And not everyone has access to these, you know, exercises and things and gyms and equipment, but there are things you can do at your desk. You can simply do some squats against the wall, wall sits. You can do some lunges. You can even do some contractions when you're driving, when you're stopped in the traffic or you're sitting at your desk. You can do some shrugs just to get the shoulders back. So there are things that you can implement during the day to get the blood flowing.
That'll be a great topic for our next segment. What we can do at home, in the office, to keep us tight and fit and shape. And so we're healthy. It's perfect. Thank you again for joining us on Primetime. Until next Friday.
And don't forget, Point Loma Sports Club.
Point Loma Sports Club. Let's pull up the website.
And I'm Coach Cam from Coach Cam Fitness.
The best. The best. All right, there's the website right there. That is a great gym, I tell you. We were just talking about it because I was asking Cameron, does it ever get too busy on Saturdays? That's when I like to go. He said never. And it's so big. They've got everything there.
We've got plenty of room.
And it doesn't matter what you look like. No one cares. Just get in there and start exercising. Okay, we got to take a quick break.